Hi, I'm Rohan Nag and this is Film Pickle. And today we are surprisingly doing a Hindi film review. Our first in fact. Singham returns. Well, before we start on the review itself, let me talk a little about sequels. See, movies have two kinds of sequels. One is they remake the first movie with the same story like they did with Hangover and Hangover Part 2, or they make a movie which is so different that nobody from the sequel recognizes it at all. Like they did with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. They are two very different movies. So what is Singham Returns? Is it very different or is it the same? Well, call it fortunately or unfortunately, Rohit Shetty has decided to remake his own film. So this time he rips off his own film, which is Singham. So the story is pretty much the same. The villain, his motivation, the henchmen all are same. Coming to the plot summary, Singham is a cop now in Mumbai instead of Goa, and he faces pretty much the same issues as in the first film. In Singham, the dialogues were very punchy. They came at the correct time, got the correct response from the audience, and well, he has tried reusing the same dialogues in this movie. It doesn't quite have the same impact.
Me Bajirao Singham Maratha hai Maratha. सीधी बात, सबकी उल्टी गिनती चालो.
Nor is the timing that great, but overall, will the fans like the dialogues? They will love it. I saw it in a multiplex. The entire house was completely full, and not to mention, the fans cheered at every single dialogue. In fact, this movie has CID's Daya in it as Daya, and obviously, when he is there, you have to say Daya Darwaza Tod Do at some point or the other. And funnily enough, my mom predicted when he's gonna say that, like 2 seconds before he actually did. So that's how predictable this movie is. Your mothers can predict the script. But is it worth it? Is it worth watching this movie? Well, only if you are a Singham fan. Not necessarily a Rohit Shetty fan, because this is not a typical Rohit Shetty film. Funnily enough, this time, I think Rohit Shetty has taken inspiration from the Kutiapa, Lage Raho Shetty Bhai. His physics is not too bad. There are no cars in the air for 20-30 seconds. Cars kind of come down when they're supposed to. If you have not seen that wonderful shot, you see it right here. And looks like Rohit Shetty has improved a little bit. His action is better. Well, coming down to the ratings part, I would say this is better than Kick, which we had talked about. So Kick, I had said, is a 5.56 out of 10. This one I would give a 6.5, making it a 7 on IMDb, but a 6.5 from my end. Is it more entertaining than Kick? Not really. That movie has a lot of sallu in it. This movie kinda drags, but is it more logical? Yes, definitely. Coming down to last but not the least, the characters. The villain is lame this time. The previous villain, Prakash Raj, I love him in all his films. This time, this guy did not make a menacing villain. He made a very funny but evil villain.
तेरी गति पे ब्रेक लगा बाजीराव. तेरी कुंडली मेरे हाथ में है. और तेरी कुंडली मेरे हाथ में तब से है जब से तू गेटी गैलेक्सी थिएटर के बाद टिकट ब्लैक करता था.
Watch this movie if you don't like typical Rohit Shetty films and want a little bit more action and a little bit more logic from his films. Other than that, I say watch Guardians of the Galaxy again. I'm watching it the 3rd time this week. That's how awesome it is. Subscribe if you like our reviews. Thank you.